Well, I was hoping we'd be good, but yeah.
We still got 3 minutes left of the show.
Yeah, well, 30, no, 58 minutes left to go. I don't know. Can we survive this? Will I survive this? Hello, everybody. This is the Murdoch's Daily Live Chat. My name is Nelson. Oh, and I got the wrong screen on. My name is Nelson Buck, and we do this show every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific, and 9 p.m. Berlin time. Now, that's all at the same time, believe it or not, okay? And believe it or not, John, I got people going, what do? Do you still do 3 different shows? People do not understand. People don't understand time zones. So, today's talk. I was just talking to John and my dad here online. We have finally got the Mardox bot installed and running. We're actually connecting with the Twitch server, so that's good. They're doing the whole communication part. So now when you guys plug in your affiliate IDs in there to register that you're in the show, it now registers that you're in the show. So that's fixed. That part's fixed. Now we got.
We still have to type in our ID or what?
Well, no. That's the thing. This gets even more fun. Watch this. As long as you don't change your Twitch username.
Yeah.
Type in your ID one time, like say tomorrow, because I got one more thing I got to fix on it. So it's like say as of tomorrow, you type in the affiliate code. It will then build a database of affiliate code and Twitch ID. You see?
I see.
And then the next time you log in, all you have to just say is hello. It sees your ID and registers you as on the show. Pretty simple, I think, right?
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool.
That's it, you know. And then.
But not tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow because I got a couple more things I still got to fix. I don't want to say it's today and find out it's not, but hey, at least we get the programming done.
I probably won't be here tomorrow. So.
Yeah. There's 3 cups, John, and only 2 T-shirts.
My T-shirt is my T-shirt's in the wash. No,
I used that one. That was taken.
I got better than that. Hold on a second. Don't move. I got one better. I got one better.
No.
Let's go.
Wrong word.
Let's go. You guys want white T-shirt? I'm gonna put black hoodie. These are the sweatshirts that the company would do the pool repairs for, and we just got those. So and they're pretty comfy. This material is actually really neat. I actually want to get the Mardox hoodies made from the same company.
Looks nice.
Yeah, but the material, if it gets wet, it dries really quick.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the rain the other day, and within about 15 minutes, I got to my dad's place. You couldn't see that it rained on my my black arm.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, John? When your white sleeve gets wet, does it dry very fast?
No.
Nelson, that hoodie, is that made of cotton?
I don't know. No, it's gonna be polyester. Yeah, it's gonna be polyester. I don't want to say cotton because that's not good.
John's gonna reach out of the monitor and stop.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear about it? The kid puts up a prom sign, to invite a girl that he likes at school to prom, and he says, "Back in the day, black people used to pick cotton. I'm not so lucky because I'm white. But will you pick me?"
Oh.
Yeah, and that got a lot of hate.
Ooh.
Oh, it got a lot of hate.
I wonder why.
Yeah, she loved it. She loved it. Now, take a step back. He's a white kid. He's redhead, white skin, mofo, right?
Okay.
She's black.
Yeah. Okay.
The photo went up. She loved the photo. She liked it. She put like a heart eyes emoji all over it. She loved it. But that's why he wrote the whole thing. Black people used to pick cotton. I'm not so lucky because I'm white. Will you pick me? That's what it's about.
That's something you do in private because he knew that she would understand it.
Yeah.
That's not.
Or you could have left the cotton out.
Or will you pick me to go to prom? Yeah, but it's what about the stuff that we're seeing where people are taking these signs and they're taking it all out of context? You know, she's black. I mean, John, you're tan compared to her. She's black.
Okay.
And he's white. I mean, they are complete like contrast. You know, and but it fits to them. It's their inside thing. But people took it out of context and went racist, racist, racist. You know,
not only racist, it refers to slavery.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would have chosen a different way of writing.
Yeah. But if the news outlets took it as he said this to a black girl, it wouldn't have been so hard as everyone assumed it was a white girl they were talking to, that he was talking to. You see, it wouldn't have been so harsh.
That changes it a bit.
The context.
Yeah,
you know,
that does change it a bit.
Yeah, and I saw that and I'm like, oh my God.
People, they really need to use better judgment. I mean, this kid is old enough to realize the times we're living in.
Well, there's another thing too. Yes, you gotta be careful what you do. I agree. His poster wasn't the best thing in the world, you know. But kids make stupid decisions. We've done stupid things when we were young, you know. But you got the snowflakes on the other side, and I'm seeing a lot of people that get offended by something. It's okay to be offended. It's okay to get offended by something. Being offended means that you're upset about an injustice or something that's being done towards somebody else. You're disgusted. That's fine, but that's for you to deal with, not for you to change somebody else doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm offended because John has to shave his back every day just to show up on the show. That's me being offended. I should not have the right to go out and say everybody with back hair must shave or die. You know?
Hey, John, how bright thou art.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, I had to turn on the other light here.
And then the lines go away on your video.
Well,
but you know what Nelson was saying is that we used to disagree.
Yeah.
But now people are offended. But ask them why. Well, I don't know. You know.
So with the light thing, what happened is my wife walked into the room and it just got brighter. You know.
Ooh,
thank you, Ute.
Somebody's
hello, Ute.
Somebody's revving up for a night of partying. John, buddy, John, listen, man. You will never do as good as I do.
Is that right? Okay.
Let me demonstrate. Honey, I love you. Yeah. See?
Yeah, shut up.
No, not you two. I'm talking about Tina. Oh no, two girls with one stone.
Oh.
And Brianna is listening.
Oh, I'm sure Lauren's listening too. I'm screwed. Oh no, this isn't.
Well,
good.
Lauren, I saw she posted "Hello, everyone." And that's it.
Yeah. Oh geez. So look at
Mike's internet.
Look at the comedy world. How many comedians are being told by the TV networks, tone it down, you're offending people, we can't broadcast you, your comedy's too edgy. Whereas, go back 10 years, 15 years, a comedian would say stuff, a white guy would stand on stage and make black people jokes, you know, and people would laugh. Now it's like, oh my God, he made a joke about a black person, it's racist. It's gone too far. Now there's
these days it has gotten a bit carried away. It's like when Obama was president. You didn't see the white comedians, the white stand-up guys making too many jokes about him, if at all, because they probably wanted to avoid any, you know.
No, they liked Obama. They don't like Trump.
Yeah, sure, but there's something you can make fun. There's something to find funny about anybody, you know.
But this past weekend, a lady comedian went up there at their convention dinner.
Yeah, at that dinner thing. Yeah.
Oh, she's mean.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but that wasn't a border. That was borderline crass too. There, that was. She's not really a
that was
comedian. She's more of
for me.
a roaster.
That
That was
was more like an assault on
Yeah,
some country
yeah,
or something.
that was comedy that I
borderline.
don't necessarily like, and that wasn't the venue for it.
No.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
did you see the audience? A few
yeah,
didn't move, or most of them applauded.
yeah, but still, she should have kept it a little more light considering the venue
Yeah.
and everything.
It's okay. It's okay to not like a president like President Trump, but
Yeah, yeah,
to
that's
just
fine.
but
But
she that was almost slander.
it was
No, she
it's
did
not it's
say it
not
though that
Yeah.
even though you don't like it, it might be nasty.
Yeah.
But she said, "I won't change."
But okay, well, there we go. We disagree. Some of us were offended by it and didn't like it. Like I said, some of the stuff was crass, but it's not for me to go out and say down with all comedians that I don't agree with. You know.
this is true.
Or
This is
ban all the edgy Now I'm pretty good at comedy. I'm pretty good at comedy. I pretty much accept all comedy. That was borderline. It was somebody. Please, Tina, you want to tell her I'm on the show? She's rallying up the dog, and the dog is barking upstairs. But no problem. The little one's barky. Oh, I gotta get her.
We got to get John to tell us a joke.
Yeah, go on, John. Tell us a good joke. Tell us a good white man joke. A good joke about white men.
I'm not good at jokes, dude.
Yeah.
I don't tell
Yeah,
jokes.
but
No, but we'd be even.
You see, I can imagine. I can see us sitting around a campfire after a long day of hunting wildebeest, and John sitting there with his staff, going doom doom doom. Back in the day, a woman met me, fell in love with me, wrapped me around her little finger. Doom doom doom. Now I wash her dishes. You see, the wise man, you know, the long beard, you know, the one that everybody, as soon as that staff hits the ground, you know, everyone's like, oh, you know. And then me, of course, I stand up and they're like, you know. I can see.
No, I mean, my joking is like, I do like kind of spontaneous stuff, reacting to whatever's going on or something. But yeah, I'm not much of a joke teller.
I make a joke, and I think I'm funny. My wife just glares at me and says, "Get out of here," and she holds up a knife. I don't understand.
Well, maybe you should record yourself after the show talking about us, and then we can listen to it.
Oh, no. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about other things. What is it my wife said? What is it my wife said yesterday? And I said, no, I can't. I can't remember. But it was spontaneous, a spur of the moment thing. No, I can't do that, but I can do this. And she goes, "I'm going to stab you."
Your wife says it's not happening. There.
Yeah, it's not happening. Drop it.
Nelson replied, "I'll be back."
I'll be back. Yes.
On the news yesterday, talking about this blanket combination of things.
Yeah.
They were talking about that on the news yesterday on this one CNN program. Smirkanish is the guy's name. Because Shania Twain and some other person, this black singer guy, dude.
Conway West?
Huh?
Conway West?
Yeah, I think so. Said something in support of Trump, that was, positive.
Yeah.
And then you have people tweeting, talking about, they're going to boycott their concerts and this, that, and the other thing, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And on CNN, the Mercanish guy, he was saying, what kind of bullcrap is that? Just because you're famous and all of this and that and the other thing, you are allowed to like or dislike someone. And, if someone else likes or dislikes them, it's okay, but that has nothing to do. It's like, if you like their music, you should continue to listen to their music. If you like their comedy, you should continue to watch their comedy show. Just because they like Trump and you don't, that's not a reason to boycott everything that they do. Stupid.
That's right.
Really.
Yeah, but did you follow everything, John, on that? Because
No.
okay, Shania, in the very early part of Trump's presidency, she said that yeah, I would have voted for Trump. You know, he looks likable and blah blah and all that. But as the months went by, she took it back. She says, "Oh no, I regret saying that because she dislikes dishonesty.
Okay,
She doesn't like him at all."
But that's fine. That's her prerogative.
Yeah, which is fine. Which
but the thing is, you cannot say I'm going to boycott concerts and stuff like that. It's got nothing to do with that.
No.
I mean, that's one thing. I mean, it takes a lot for someone to say, "Hey, I would have voted for this person back then, but now since he you know, seeing everything that he has been doing since he's been in office, I don't think I would." And the funny thing is, she can't even vote anyway. She's Canadian, you know. She was just expressing her opinion.
Yes,
and I didn't know she was Canadian.
The other one in the news right now is Walt Disney putting out the Mickey Mouse ears. I don't know if you guys watched, but Walt Disney put out the Mickey Mouse ears, the multicolored one for LBGTA. Well, to support the gay lesbian community, right? Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's just a colorful, rainbow-colored Mickey Mouse ear hat. Oh my God, the LGBTA community is up in arms right now, saying Walt Disney is just trying to. Oh my God, Josh, can you mute, please? That's tons and tons of noise. And you know they got their hands up in the air, saying that Walt Disney's only doing it to make a buck off the gay lesbian community, and it's ridiculous. Walt Disney's entitled; it's their prerogative to make a Mickey Mouse hat if they want, you know. What's next? We're gonna make a brown Mickey Mouse hat? Oh my God, I can't do that because it's against blacks or it's against people who look like shit. You know, because it's brown. They got black right now, so right now
you're never gonna please everybody, but you'll hear about those that are displeased first.
No, but you can't please everybody. But what's bad is that the people who are displeased are the ones now molding our future. The few complaining are molding the future for everyone else who's not complaining. Because you got to admit, everything we're hearing complaining is a very small minority in public today, relative to social media. Take away social media, what do we have? Mickey Mouse ears, colored. Few people go, we don't like that. The rest of the world going, screw you. Who cares? And life goes on. But now, with social media, everybody can scream just as loud as everybody else. So they scream bloody murder, and everybody takes it as, oh, it's offensive. So now Walt Disney has to take those hats back.
Well, that's up to people that don't think it's offensive to scream just as loud as the other one. Yeah, the A's and the A's.
Yeah, but the normal people just go, who cares? And we move on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying, you know. But and the bottom line is people on an individual level really need to use their clear thinking faculties.
They don't have it anymore. Do you know why we call it the snowflake generation? Do you know why the word snowflake is used?
Why is that?
A snowflake is extremely delicate, and two, applied to heat, cannot handle heat. It vaporizes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. At the slightest amount of social media heat, it's volatile, right? And it's extremely delicate. Holy crap. No, it's getting out of control. What I'm worried about is this politically correct crap. What the guy that taught his dog to raise his hand at the words in German, gas the Jews, in German, the dog would raise its hand. And that guy, you know as well as I do, he's from Scotland. He's been sentenced now. He was supposed to have years. Now he's going to pay a fine, but they're going to say that he's going to be let go. But the fact that judgment went through is a very, very, very dangerous slope to go down, because now they had a dog raise a paw to the words in German, "gas the Jews." What's next? Somebody's going to get offended because somebody got dressed in a banana costume. Oh, that guy's got to go to jail. You see what I mean? And
yeah, but
an example, John, of something just as stupid. Here in Quebec, when you go into dépanneur corner stores, they used to say bonjour, hi, you know, both. But it's illegal here now to say hi. You can say bonjour, but you can't say hi at the same time.
Because it's English.
No, that's getting really, really bad.
Going back to
No,
going back to the dog. Also, going back to the dog thing. It's stupid. They're saying they're teaching the dog to be racist, and what people don't understand is that dog has no clue what that means to raise the paw, and he has no clue what the words mean. All he knows, he hears a sound. Hold on, he hears a sound and he raises the paw. Now they want to jail this person. Isn't what the government doing exactly what we fought against to stop Hitler and his gang? They're now controlling what people can and can't do.
Yeah, I see where you're
Welcome to America.
Oh no, that's not America. It's Germany. It's Germany.
You're coming from. I see you critiquing, but it's the fact of what the guy said, because that is a real sensitive topic over here.
I know that.
They don't allow anything like that over here whatsoever. You know, it's not an innocent little slogan that guy said. You know.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, no, I mean, even me saying it on this show could cause me a lot of trouble being here in Canada. But I'm hoping they're going to take it in the context of whoever takes what I just said out of context. I mean, idiot, because we started the show with context, right?
Yeah, but all he had to do is use another word. A dog would have done the same movement.
Yeah, but the thing about it is the word choice is not about what the dog.
Yeah,
you could have chosen.
Okay, but somebody would have taken it as a German word, lift the paw. It would have been the same thing. It's getting to a point where the governments are starting to control what we say can and can't say. It's getting that bad.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
I say again, because of the words that this person chose, that was not the right thing to do. Not in a country like this. Not in a country like this. They work very hard over here at that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, trying to stop the whole thing. I mean, it's bad that worldwide, and I'm sure on other planets, you got that little tiny mustache. God forbid. Holy crap! Do you see anybody with that little mustache right underneath the nose? That little. I don't see anybody wearing that anywhere. It was Charlie Chaplin that started that.
Yeah. Now that that's a bit different. But when you have these specific words, words, that changes the whole thing.
Yeah, and I understand.
Especially in a country like this with a history like this.
Well, one person ruined the reputation of an entire country, which is trying to get out of that reputation, which might be there for hundreds of years from now.
Yeah, Germany really, they learned from that pretty much in general as a country, and trying not to go back that way. Yeah. You still have right-wing groups over here that are edging back that way, but the country works real hard at trying to prevent that. That's why things like that are illegal over here. Swastikas and all of this that are illegal.
Right. But I mean, it was a video. Let's get back to context. It was a video. Yeah. He was just sick and tired of his German girlfriend saying how the pug is so perfect and cute. Literally, when you go back and watch the video, she is excessively. Oh, it's so cute. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. Just constantly. And that's why he did this, because he's German and the pug is so cute, and he wanted to make an image of, I'm going to say son, pug's going to live this paw. Complete contrast to what she is and what she believes in the pug as a joke, and upload it. I understand the words, but still, I don't believe it had to go towards jail time, is what I'm saying. It's excessive.
Maybe not, yeah. I mean, they could have...
Welcome to America.
They could have interviewed him, interrogated him, checked out his history, and this and that and the other.
Start by giving him a warning. The guy is a comedian.
Yeah. Okay, he's a comedian. Okay, there's another thing.
You're not allowed comedians in Germany?
No, what I mean is, okay, when somebody's a comedian, they make jokes, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
sometimes the jokes have bad taste, but they're not necessarily out,
No,
unless they're
but
racist.
yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If the words and symbolism is illegal in your country, even if I'm a Canadian, a comedian, same thing. Even if I go over there as a Canadian comedian, I still shouldn't use those words or those symbols. I should know that
Yeah,
before
yeah,
I go there. Like I learned that today, that's illegal. Like you're saying, it's not just
yeah,
shunned upon here. Here, if I got a little
yeah,
tiny mustache and I walk around town, I'm going to be looked at and glared at and go, "You're a bastard,"
yeah,
just for a little mustache. Nobody wears that around here. That little toothbrush,
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Yeah, but Nelson, for that guy with being a comedian, you must have a good vocabulary. So any other word,
no,
you
no,
know,
yeah, no, I agree.
except
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah, no.
and in that dialect.
No, but I didn't know that it was illegal in Germany.
Yeah,
I just found this out just now on the
Well,
show. I didn't know it
was
was
it
illegal.
it's
Again,
not
was
rocket
it Thai?
science. Don't use it. You know you're going to.
What's illegal again?
well, you
Hey,
gotta listen to the show. We're not gonna repeat it.
Well,
Uh,
I came in late. Sorry.
Words and
um,
symbolism relative to Nazism in Germany, it's illegal.
No.
so is the
Very,
guy
very illegal.
is the comedian himself? Is he German?
No, he's Scottish.
Okay. I mean,
When
well, I'm sure that
he could plead
East and
innocence,
West
but he's in
Germany.
Europe. Say again?
I'm sure that between East and Western Germany, there are things that are just not talked about still today. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. There
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
that's it.
It's
Oh,
still,
we got Brianna back.
Yeah, I think she made it home. She looks like she made it home.
She fell in the pool.
Can't hear
You're
you.
muted, Brianna. We can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted, Brianna. Unmute yourself. There you go. We still can't hear you.
Oh no, we can't hear you.
Even though you're unmuted, apparently your mic is not working.
Yeah, it's
The
not.
microphone
can't.
must not be working. Oh, who was that?
What the? Can't hear the thing you're saying. Your mic's not on. For love. I don't know sign language.
For get.
No, Brianna, just log out and come back in the room. He's this way. The microphone is hooked up on something else.
Yeah, John, log out, John.
Yeah, log
Back
out. No, yeah, John, just get out of here. But all in all, I mean, look at the guy with the CDs with Microsoft and the government. Oh, and I got to clarify on that one, by the way. The guy that is supposed to be sentenced for 15 months in prison for distributing CDs. Yeah, he did something really wrong with that. It's not the fact that it was CDs that he distributed, not the fact that he had them copied. He went to a company in China and said, copy these CDs exactly as they are. Well, in Mandarin, when he said it, the company said, do you want Windows keys with it? He said, no, just the disc, copy it exactly, byte for byte. Well, the company scanned a label, printed labels, and put the labels on, which said Microsoft Dell on it. That's why he's being sent to 15 years in jail. He made counterfeit copies by putting that label on, saying Microsoft Dell. That's the part I didn't know about. When I went back and listened to the whole interview, that he even says, that's why I'm going to jail. It's not the copying of the CDs. It's not the distributing of the CDs. It's the distributing of the name Microsoft and Dell. He passed himself off basically as a distributor, authorized distributor of these companies. And that's why he got his finger smacked. But again, they should have gave the guy a warning. What if it was just a misunderstanding? Like, this is a perfect misunderstanding. The people in China didn't know better. They were told, make an exact copy 18,000 times.
Why did he go to the Chinese?
Well, because it's pennies on the dollar. 18,000
Yeah,
comes
but
to...
they're also notorious for copyright infringement, though.
No, but there is there is no copyright infringement. This is information.
No, but they are, but they are notorious for stealing stuff and copying it and putting it out.
Right, but this isn't the case. You can go to Dell right now and download the CD, burn it on your computer, and use it for free.
Yeah.
It is free distribution. But here's the thing. When you got a laptop and the laptop dies, the hard drive dies, how are you supposed to go online to get the CD to reinstall Windows on your computer? So he would make the CDs for his clients and say, here's a CD, I'm going to charge you 25 cents for the media, for the CD itself, you see? And then the person can then plug the CD in, plug in their own Windows key, which is underneath the laptop, and on they go. The system works, right? But he got nailed because the Chinese copied even the label, and that's why. What are you gonna say?
Hi.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Good, okay.
My sister's watching Netflix.
Okay. No problems.
So I have to leave.
Yeah, that's why it's illegal just to be an American.
Yeah.
You can't do anything in this country without going to jail.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. Bye
I'll
for
see
now.
you. Maybe I'll see you after the show. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
see.
Brianna.
Bye for now.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, you too, John. Bye.
Bye, Josh. Bye, everybody. Oh,
Hello, Josh.
So, well, that would have happened here too, Josh. If he was living in Canada and did it, he would have gone to court and gotten sentenced for that too, because that was literally piracy using the label. If he would have just had CDs made and used a different font, white label saying Windows Recovery CD, Windows XP version 3, free edition or a free distribution, whatever, and it would have been his own label, it would have been no problem at all, because it would have been the same as here's the ISO on his website.
Yeah, why even mention Windows?
Because it is Windows.
Here is your ISO CD.
It is Windows. You're allowed to say Windows. But he had the Microsoft logo and Dell logos on the label. That's the problem. Has nothing to do with the label. Has to do with the
That's
logos.
where he messed up.
It is.
That's where he messed up.
15 months in prison now with rapists and murderers and drug traffickers and, you know, people.
He'll get it right for once. They'll teach him how.
You idiot! Don't copy the label.
That's rough. That's rough.
Do you have a lot of pirating going on in Germany as far as software? Or?
That's everywhere.
Not that I'm aware of, really.
Because it's mostly done on the internet, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As long as they don't have the internet email to you and hope to get it tomorrow.
But people do work real hard at trying to get things that they don't have to pay for, though. So, especially in this region,
they work real hard at not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call those people politicians.
Especially
careful there in the U.S.
Well, the opposite of pro is con, so the opposite of progress is Congress.
All in all to say is we have to lighten up as a society. We really have to lighten up. I mean,
wait a minute! Don't mention the word "lighten up." They might arrest you saying, "Can you smoking weed or something?"
420.
Or lighting up something.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm sure your dad doesn't even know what 420 means.
No. Let's not explain. If my dad does not know what 420 is, he can go without. That's now generation. He can stay in his generation.
I even know what that is.
Does John know? Does John know? What,
John's kind of looking stumped there. He's like, I don't know what that means.
I think John knows what 420 is.
Who doesn't know what 420 means?
What does it mean, Dad?
Based on John's facial expression, I'm guessing him.
John,
I have no idea.
Okay, Dad, what's 420?
It's been all over the news.
So what's 420, old man?
The 20th.
Of?
Well, 4 April.
Yeah. What does it mean?
Okay, that's not true. It's 420 is people who are not opposed to marijuana.
What it is, it was a group of
420 friendly means you're marijuana friendly.
No. 420 comes out of a school out of Colorado that they would go at 420. They would meet behind the school and smoke marijuana, and then it was amended to being 420, not only 420 in the afternoon, but the fourth month 20th day to celebrate Marijuana Day. That's where it comes from. But it was originally a group of kids that would smoke marijuana every day at 420 in the woods behind the school in Colorado. It actually did start that way. And now it's 420 the month and day, and yeah, it has to do with loving marijuana. I've never smoked the stuff in my life, so I don't know. I can't barely breathe when the stuff's even near me. Oh, geez.
Tried it once. That was it.
Hey, listen, if you're offended when someone's smoking marijuana, if you're offended, just walk away. Let them smoke their marijuana. Because you ever try to stop someone from smoking their joint, you're gonna get your lights punched out. Don't let your offense be someone else's problem. And that's there you go, John. We're gonna put that on a pillow. Don't make your offense be someone else's problem. Something like that. We'll come up with a phrase. That'll be a good one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what else is up, guys? What else is up? Now we've talked political. Can we talk religion now, since a certain somebody's not on the show anymore? John won't go there. Now John's like, no, we don't talk political. We don't talk religion. Cricket. We don't say cricket anymore. That's racist.
Is it?
Oh, wait a minute. We're okay. We just talked politics for the last hour, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, because I snuck it in. Listen, it's my show. Deal with it. Oh, jeez. First pool repair tomorrow, Dad. Hint, hint. And should go pretty.
So what you mean is that there's no show tomorrow because you're
No. We're gonna get on site by like 8, 9 o'clock. We'll be done by noon.
Oh, okay.
This isn't hard. This one's not hard to do.
Right.
I went to go look. Oh man. I got a buddy who sent me a photo off he wants to buy a used pool. I don't understand why. The guy's got enough cash to buy a brand new pool. I would go with a brand new pool if I could. He wants to buy a used pool, which means he's going to pay me about $500 to go out and disassemble it, transport it, and then when I get there, he's going to want me to install it, so another $500-$600 to install it. So I'm looking at about $1,000. Might as well go do it from an actual store, an actual brand new one, right? He sends me a photo, and in the photo, I look at it going, I don't even need to go look at this pool. You can see the tops, the far side tops are level towards the deck, and you can see the pool bow down and come back up. And I thought, well, it could be a photo effect. And then when you look at the posts in the deck, they're straight, the trees are straight. And I'm like, no, that pool's crooked, like warped. And that's not good. That means the wall's been forced. And he wants to pay $500 for a lousy used pool. I said, dude, that's what you're going to find. People are going to want to sell their crappy pools. Now, the guy that's selling the pool sent me a couple more photos. And one of the photos first thing caught my attention was, why are you looking at the pool from the top of your deck into your pool? And what caught my attention was, why isn't there water in that pool? That pool should be full of water. It's empty. Which means what? The liner leaked all winter? Which means now the structure buckled because there's constant water going underneath it, and it froze and shifted and lifted, and So I wouldn't pay $1 for that pool. That's scrap metal.
Well, he's going to need a new wall, a new lining.
Oh yeah. But another client of mine called up and he goes, yeah, I think I need a new liner. Patrice said he'll sell me a liner, but he says to have you install it. I said, well, I'm going to go look at your pool first. I go there, I look around, and I say, your pool's scrap. And he goes, well, why do you say that? I push on the wall, and I say, you see where the wall joins at a certain point where there's rivets, bolts? And I push on the wall and say, you see that right there? That's ripped. And it's ripped about that far up the wall from the bottom up. And I said, the whole thing is scrap metal. And he goes, I'm glad you told me that and showed me that. The other guy came and looked. He said, oh, yeah, sure, it can be fixed, no problem. Holy crap. Once a wall is ripped, it's scrap. It's gone. I don't touch it. But there's people out there will do repairs on pools just to make a buck. Yeah, sure, I can fix it.
$1.
$1,000 because I'm gonna have to sit there and rivet metal on everywhere. My God.
The buck stops here.
Yeah, the buck stops here. Yeah.
Is that your company's motto?
What, Josh?
Say that again.
I mean, you about to spit your shit out when I said that.
No,
I said,
no,
is that
no,
your
no.
company's motto?
No, my coffee dripped. Or just as you said it.
I said, is that your company's motto? The buck stops here.
Yeah, that's what we should do. The buck stops here.
You should put that on your truck.
Yeah. No, I can't. I got to put these guys' name on the truck. I got the big stickers for it too. I got to put that on. Yeah, I got to remember to do it tonight. I got to go get Jackie, get all the tools ready, make sure we have everything.
Our sign on the truck looks like your paper, John. The sign, big disclaimer.
I guess we could take white marker and write underneath on red, the buck stops here. I guess we could like hand write it. It would look good, kind of.
No, but you'll have to write it bigger in print.
You can get the magnetic strips. That way, when you drive to the office, you can pull it off.
Well, yeah, but that's true. We can just write it on the black, Dad. Right on their black magnetic thing. Yeah. That works for me. That works for me.
Yeah, we can't write the buck stops here. We have to write in French here too.
That's right. Yeah.
Le buck arrête ici. I keep hearing this. No, from the other side of the wall here. Okay.
Then we'll have people alongside the street now saying, "Hey, Buck, stop here, stop here."
Well, that's what I thought.
You see, here where I'm at, if you see anything about Buck, everybody would probably take a gun out and try to point and say, "Where?"
No. Here in Canada, it would be where, and how many points first. Because you can't shoot them if they have less than a certain number of points.
And they wouldn't say where. They'd say ooh. Ooh means where.
When ducks come across the border from the States, it's quack, quack, quack. They come over the border and goes quack, quack, quack.
Which means what?
What?
They quack in French and then they go back to quacking normally.
Yeah, that's it. Do ducks need passports?
Yeah, I know. John was confused there. He had the eyebrows going down there. What?
So John is often confused. I mean, he's still wondering why I'm sending him T-shirts and mugs and all this stuff.
No, I'm clear on that. That's cool.
Oh, okay. You're clear on that. Okay, cool.
That's cool. T-shirts, mugs, laptop.
He's sitting going, when do I owe the money back for the laptop? How long does this loan last?
No, we need a laptop to lend it to, who's it, James? Or?
Yeah. It goes to James next. Yeah, that's right. And then after James, I think it goes to Fabiana, I think. She's third on the list. So, John, when you're done with it, John, send it to James. James.
Yeah.
Any word on James, by the way?
Yeah, he's fine. A little confused today. Opened a support ticket and then messages me directly and like repeating what he said. I already replied to the support ticket. He misspelled the word global not digital in his email, his domain name. The AL and digital were inverted. And I'm like, is this your domain name? I don't think so. So yeah, I told James watch the typos because they suck. So yeah, he didn't get the email, but all fixed. He can do it tomorrow, no problems at all. Yeah.
And what happened to Nigel and?
Well, that's a whole other can of worms. Okay, I was going to invest or purchase their plan at $150, a $50 license per year, and $100 for their coin. And that was supposed to give me 10,800 coin. I was going to do that. So I said, well, first off, before I send you any money, I got to sign up to the site. So they sent me a link to the site. And I want to make a whole video on it because it's just a whole slew of just garbage that doesn't work. Okay, I go to fill up my name, address, and phone number, and then it tells me after it tells me put in the username or phone number of the person who referred you. But I already had the referral code in there, so the next screen over was put in the username or phone number of the person who referred you. Okay, so I'm trying to get a hold of what do I put in there? You know. Then I was told by Carl. Well, I'm kind of busy right now. I don't have time for this. Put in this username. So I did. And it came up with another name other than Nigel. It's like, what? Okay, this isn't working. And then no confirmation email. No. And I'm going to do a video on this because people are going to say, this is bullshit. The email I got back simply said, welcome email or welcome message. That's all it said in the message. The email that would say, thank you for joining, here's how you log in. There's nothing in there. So I wrote back saying, could you put some instructions in this email, please? Lame, as in, and what do I get back? We're sorry. The server you're trying to contact does not have a valid SMTP or POP server. In other words, there's mail server isn't set up on that domain.
What is this supposed to be about? This program?
The iPro network, their coin thing that we talked about the other day.
The cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
so basically, they're taking your money with no way of counterfeiting.
Well, that's the thing. Now, going further, I finally get a hold of Nigel. I said, Nigel, he goes, could you log in? I said, well, I don't. I went to the website. I tried to log in with the information I put in. It says, there seems to have been a problem. Please contact the network administrator. No. How do you contact the network administrator? There's no link. There's no email. There's no click here to make a support ticket. There's nothing. You know, so I decided, I'm going to do a domain registration lookup. I'll contact the network administrator that way. Do the domain lookup and find out that their domain is only open since 2016, but everything is contact information hidden. What do you call that? Domain protected. So your contact information doesn't show up there.
Domain privacy.
Yeah, domain privacy. That's it. Yeah, that's right. And I sell this service, and I can't even think of the words. So then I think, okay, I noticed that Josh, noise. Then I noticed that ProcPay is hosted on the same servers. So I'll go do a domain lookup for ProcPay, which is the domain name that they use to process ProcCoin, their currency, their coin. And this blew my mind. When I looked up that domain record and came up with the domain registration, it has only been registered for a month. So that blew my mind. That was like, okay, now screw this. Funny enough, after I told Nigel that I can't get in, it's telling me there's a network error, he hasn't gotten back to me, and I'm starting to think, thank God I didn't send the money off. Yeah. And I was going to do a video about it. I'm sitting there going, maybe it's a glitch. I went back today to a couple places, redid the forms. Same crap. Nobody's done anything. Nobody's fixed anything.
But Nelson,
hold on. Let John speak here.
This kind of thing is really starting to get on my nerves. We have enough trouble with snake oil salesmen and all the other hype bull crap in the industry. And then you get this serious lack of professionalism.
Yeah.
People put things out there, and then somebody refers you to it, and you take this person's word for it. And luckily, you decided to do your due diligence. You see?
Yeah, because I was about to put ProcPay all over our site and iPro networks on our site.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because I hate when I promote a dud. Because sometimes, you see something, you get into it and you think, oh, this is promising.
Yeah.
But once you start working with it, yourself, or, something goes wrong and you try to communicate with the owners or whoever, whatever sport and blah, 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 you get unprofessional bullcrap.
Yeah, so like on Saturday, I've got 1 hour of interview with them, and I've got 1 hour of going through this crap with this. Now, hold on, because you said snake oil salesman and unprofessionalism. I don't know if they're a scam or whatever. I'm not saying that at all. No. I'm just saying this to be in a video, a disclaimer here.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're a scam whatsoever. They might be 110% legit. It's just the website, the way they got their stuff set up, they're not ready to push yet. They got too many glitches.
And this is another thing. People, they get caught up in this cut, paste, buy a script, throw it up there, blah, 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 crap, and they don't know what they are. You even have people who have been in the industry for a while, who have done things, and still they make mistakes.
Yeah.
You see. But you can tell the people you want to work with from the people you don't want to work with when you bring it up to the person and they say, oh, shoot, I need to check that out.
Yeah, like Don with his new traffic exchange.
Like Don with the all-state traffic. Yeah.
That's right. And I told him, you got this bug, you got that bug, you got this bug. Oh, great, I'm going to get on this right. And you can see he's writing down notes as I was talking to him. That's somebody who wants to take action. I think my dad was about to ask. It says that I think you're about to say I was knowledgeable. Why do I get in touch with them to help them fix it? Right?
Yeah.
That is
No, my
Yeah.
question was, you're knowledgeable, but how many people, Joe Blow, whatever, is going to be able to go look up domain names and all that?
yeah, yeah,
That's
They'll
the
go
thing.
there and they'll say, "What now? What do I do?"
yeah.
That's
That's
the
it.
thing.
You know, that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
And and what got my attention was on ProcPay. To fill, you have to fill the name, company name, your address, phone number, how many people work for you, how much you process. Click success. You successfully submitted your application. We will contact you in the near future so that you can get all set up. No email, no nothing. Like, what are you guys doing in the near future? That could be next year. The near future is relative to the past of the universe. Anything.
Which future are they talking about?
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but anything less than the life of the universe up until now is the near future. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So John, I can see John going, huh? Oh no, religion. Back to religion.
No, but is that still 9 p.m. Berlin time?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video. I want to do a proper video, not to slander them, but to show what to look for. And that is a second thing I'm working on right now, is a document from this point forth. Anybody that comes to me and says we've got this great product, I'm gonna give them the form. Go through this first. If you answer no to any of these, you do not want to talk to me, because I will review your product. And if you say no to one of these things, it will look bad for you. You know?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I said, this stuff is really getting on my nerves because, I don't know if you ever got a chance to listen to those calls from your web base.
I didn't get a chance yet. But, go ahead.
Yeah, because this company has gotten on my nerves. Because they put stuff out there.
How dare they?
And stuff doesn't work like it's supposed to work. You contact them. Takes a while to get an answer. Then you kind of get a halfway nice answer, then kind of a halfway bullcrap answer. It took too long through support. So I responded to an email that they had sent me answering my question and told them some stuff. And then after a few email exchanges, they were like, yeah, if you write us through the email that takes too long, you need to use support. And they never really directly answered my question, you see. Yeah. Now, and the thing about why I didn't use support was because, and I had to pull it up just to check, the last support ticket I wrote asking a question, was on the 21st of April. Okay, yeah. At 12 in the afternoon my time.
It's not Mardox, is it?
Huh?
Not Mardox.
No,
right? Okay.
No, it's your web base. Your web base.
Yeah.
Today is like the 30th.
And there's still no reply.
No, there's no reply.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that too with the support tickets. I honestly gotta say I am.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, you don't put yourself out there as like, this world-changing program and blah blah blah.
Well, I thought we did.
Thing and
I thought we did. Thanks, John.
It is stuff and
I mean, building a community one member at a time. I mean, did you see the latest video? We're talking about giving people the secrets to the universe. Yeah.
They set themselves up like, they're a real professional, super professional operation, that has things going, has things in play, and so on and so forth. And it turns out when it comes down to it, when they're, you're trying to communicate with them because you have questions or there are issues, you get no response.
I'm looking for a way to write disclaimer.
Because
but I only got paper that's already written on. I can't mess with those.
You got to have
still having the same problems.
When John starts doing this, I'm gonna have a disclaimer. They're flashing on the screen like this. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. The newest landing page video, I finally got it done. You guys saw it, I think. I think you saw it, John. You haven't seen it? It's in the Marduk's channel. But it talks about that. It talks about the hype and how people are being told that, you know, this is great, this is magnificent, and join this today. In reality, it always comes back down to a puddle at ground level, you know, along with the garbage and everything else. You know, a company or organization like ours takes a lot longer to build, a lot more members to build. But I mean, on 3,000 members, we got at least 1/3 logging in at least once a week. You know. So
is it in the affiliate tools, Nelson, or where is it?
No. It's gonna be the newest landing page. We're gonna replace the current video.
It'll come up automatically. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be the newest one.
You know,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I watched. I listened to a webinar from Affiliate Funnel as I was doing some of my schoolwork and stuff.
Yeah.
And I listened to a recording of a webinar because they were talking about tab surfing and traffic exchanges and stuff.
Yeah.
And the lady, she talked about a lot of very interesting things as far as like why people, the real purpose of using traffic exchanges and so on and so forth. Because she said the main purpose of it is, you know, to move your advertising and everything. And you should be, you know, when you're surfing, you should be also, you know, you surf not only to get credits, but you're watching out for new and interesting things and so on and so forth. And the main purpose of using traffic exchanges is to move your advertising. You see, and you have to have a high level of advertising before you can make progress in things. And traffic exchanges, they have their purpose. And I think a lot of people, they get a wrong idea of, you know, what their results are supposed to be from traffic exchanges. One of the best things you can do with traffic exchanges, if you do it right, is build lists and all that. But people, you know, you just can't rely on traffic exchanges to be successful. Because she even said that actually she prefers safe lists over traffic exchanges. Because you can do more with them and reach, you know, a different audience and so on and so forth.
That's right.
But she had interesting things to say that up until now, I hadn't really heard from anyone.
I'll have to listen to it. If you give me the link, I'd like to listen to it. Maybe we can talk about some of the points. That's it. So, my web base, I take it you're going to be taking those banners down, or what's?
I'm still debating it. You know, I'm trying to give them a chance, but you know, it's not. I'm not saying it's not. They're not like a scam or something like that.
But they're not holding up to what they're saying they do.
They don't seem to be as professional as they come across.
Yeah, I would rather have the 3,000 members we have now, as opposed to having 100,000 overnight. Because some of these companies will put out so much hype. They get so many people signing up, and they can't support the load. How do you contact? How do you contact all these people to keep these people in? And people like yourself that are already joined in. Well, you're already in the gates. We'll continue the people outside the gate coming in, just like iPro Networks, where they said, well, I deal with the person who have yet to pay, and people who have paid. Well, then I deal with them next. But what if that person like me? I'm trying to pay, and it's not working. What do you know?
That's another thing. That's another thing, right? You see something pretty cool, right? You think it's so cool that you want to give some of your hard-earned money, right, to join it, right? And you go through, you can't find a way to pay them or to, you know,
I couldn't even get registered yet.
How crazy is that?
And I had the cash. I mean, I'm not even. My pants aren't down here. If I did, I'd show you guys. I have the cash in my wallet. I had it, and even on video, I go like this, guys. I'm not joking. I got the money right here. You know, and a big fan of Bill's. You know, and because I did a private interview with them. I did a private interview with them, which yeah, I'm gonna be careful what I cut out of that video, because there's certain parts I gotta take out, but might be flipped the other way, because certain things they said were a little bit on the let's just say if PayPal were to find out, it wouldn't be so good, you know.
Hey, get over here.
Where do you want me to go?
Not you and my dogs.
Oh, okay.
She gets on and says, "Get out of here."
Oh, I'm
going.
Get out of here, she says.
Yeah, but maybe we need to do. Maybe we need to do a show on that, a whole show on that. Professionalism.
Yeah. Your websites. I mean, I feel like I do so many videos and say, here's what not to do. And I get the impression it goes in one ear out the other, or I get a whole bunch of backflack from the people owning the site going, that's slander, I'm going to sue you and I'm going to take you down. You can't write that kind of stuff. And I tell people, and I've told them in our videos, make sure your stuff's legit. Like I told them in a previous live chat when they were on. I don't sign up to these programs because I want to be completely unbiased and be able to tell our members, yes, this is good, or no, this is not good. But if I'm signed up to it and say, yes, this is good, why wouldn't I say, yes, this is good if I'm signed up to it making money with it? I'd rather let my members make the money. I'll make money elsewhere. But this is a perfect example, because if I would have signed up to it and promoted it, and now other members like yourself come along and sign up, now they're going, hey, Nelson, wait a minute. I went to sign up and it was this big hoopla and I'm not sure about this and they want me to pay this way instead of that way, and
Yeah.
And what's bad is people who are signing up to this program with these deficiencies in their administration or website setup, they're giving cryptocurrency a bad name by doing this, because people like my dad who are already very paranoid about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin go to a website, get these problems, and they're like, no, scam. Then you've got scam complaints, even though they're not real, because it was a glitch, not a scam issue.
I decided to step back from cryptocurrency for a while until I had time to really,
I haven't even got
wrap my
started
head
yet.
around it and see, after all the, the dust is settling and people are, whatever. But yeah. But I've got too much going on right now.
I know every domain name, every website has to start at some point. I know everybody has to start at some point with a domain registration day one, hour one, minute one. I understand that. But trying to push a cryptocurrency payment system, payment processor, as best thing in the world, and it's only a month old.
Yeah.
Buy the domain, wait a year, and then set up your site.
Yeah. People need to be open. Program owners need to be open to constructive criticism as well.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be hit with them telling me that I'm a scam and I'm crooked and a whole bunch of things. I see more John Olson in my future.
It's a shame, because speaking of that issue, things happen, and we're all adult enough to say, okay, that happened on both sides, could have been better. Yeah. Okay, let's scrap it. We don't really mean any harm to each other. Can we begin again?
No, saying that, let's be clear about one thing. When I do a review, I don't do a review like some people do, where they base it on their thoughts and feelings of the product or service. If you're going to do a review of a website, be very careful. And I'm going to say a name because she has done this, Belinda Condell. She's done reviews. And if you listen to her reviews, it's very much, they're a bunch of jerks. That's not a piece of information people need to know. Me doing a review, I show people the email that I got. I show the process I went through and what I got out of it, and then why it's not good. What makes them a jerk. Just telling people this program is a bunch of jerks, that's not a review. That's slander.
I ran into an issue a while back. I had a conflict with one of the program owners of this program.
Yeah.
Pretty much, the guy was a jerk, but the program in itself was good. Okay. And I almost decided not to do anything with it because the guy was being a jerk. But I talked to the other program owner of that program, and they said, okay, well, he can kind of be that way sometimes, but hey, you know, no worries, program is okay, and so on and so forth, and blah 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 blah. And so I took that person's advice, and I decided to go ahead and work with the program. I mean, personalities are like that sometimes. You know, somebody can be a total jerk, maybe,
Oh man! Oh, I sneezed over my hands.
but their program could be okay.
Yeah,
You know.
that's
uh,
it. I'm not a jerk. I gave him a T-shirt. No, no. What is it? I gotta get my pillow printed. I'm a know-it-all jerk, but nobody told me. Do you want one, John? Do you want I'm an know-it-all jerk pillow?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
do? You do?
Yeah.
I'll get you a know-it-all jerk pillow.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of weeks. I'm a jerk. I'm gonna take a long time to ship it.
I mean, you
Oh,
know,
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know, on the other side of things, we do have to learn sometimes. We have to polish up our approach.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You know, we do have to learn how to approach people with things.
Yeah.
And you know, but having said that, we're all human. We all have these personality things, and hey, it happens. You know, the thing about it is, can you step back and look at the whole thing and look at the whole situation and say, okay, was bad, shouldn't have happened, but we can
Well,
push that to the side and we can continue on
yeah,
doing business.
and pay attention to the context of it, eh? Pay attention to the context of the situation.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I
know?
mean, because things happen and
Yeah.
people they get irked,
Yep.
and you know they go tell somebody else, and they go tell some.
Well, like I said,
It's human.
I signed up to the program. It doesn't mean because I had trouble signing up to the program. The program is a scam or anything, but I
Yeah,
can't sign up to it. There's
yeah,
problems, and then now suddenly I'm not getting any contacts or phone calls or messages from them at all. So, not
yeah.
good, people. Not good.
Not good at all. I mean, people, these program owners really need to know that there are people who will do their due
Yeah.
diligence, and by doing their due diligence, they might put out things, not slandering the company, but you know, talking about professionalism and saying whatever, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the things
Uh,
I want to do with this document that I'm writing, it's called a document. So it's going to be a couple page PDF, but I want our members to download it. It's not just for the product owners to go through a checklist to see if they want to talk to me about their product or service. It's for the users too to go through and say, hey, how was my login? How was it what was my experience during signing up and logging in? What's my
mhm.
experience? Out of 1 out of 5, and if you got a at the end, if your score is a certain rate, well, maybe you don't want to deal with that site because there's other sites that are
That's
better.
interesting.
You
Yeah,
know, and it just gives people an idea as to where to go to do their research. Like when I say
mhm.
domain lookup, go to do a domain lookup. How old
Yeah,
is it? And then I want to give them links to the videos on how to do this stuff.
yeah.
You know,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
That's a good thing.
So then they can make a choice themselves. A brand new site. Now, some people will say, brand new program. You want to get in ground floor, get
Yeah,
buy your
yeah.
membership. No, no.
Or like they have these launches, right? They don't tell you what it's all about, but it's a pre-launch. They don't
Yeah,
tell you what it's all about, but you need to get in now.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
uh, yeah.
And then you get into
That's,
okay. You get into the back office. Let me show you. Can I bring it up here? Do I have Floatplane? No, I don't have Floatplane. Floatplane is a video service that is owned by Linus Tech Tips. Well, one of his subsidiaries. But I went in. I signed up. I paid for a
mhm.
subscription for $3.99 a month, and it's a nice process. It's kind of like YouTube. You make videos, you upload them. You're a content creator, and it sounded great. You go in. There's 3 content creators right now on the whole platform. Um, you
Okay.
need more content creators, and I wrote them. I said, guys, Can I become a content creator? Where do I go? And while we're at it, where's your terms and service? Where's your TOS? Where's your privacy policy? Where's your anti-spam policy? Where's all this documentation? Oh, our site's still being developed. First thing that you should ever have up and running is your TOS, your terms of service.
Yeah.
You know, especially
JDale wrote what's up in the Twitch chat.
What's up, J Dale?
Just to let you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, he's not on now. He left.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, professionalism all the way. You know.
Yeah, this is because it's too much being put out there about how easy it is to do, how quickly you get started, copy paste, get a script, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right.
The newer you are, the more pro you should look. Because if somebody goes and looks at your site, sees problems, and then goes off and starts doing a domain lookup and finding out you're only a month old, you want to come across as the best thing since sliced bread. If you're only a month old, and be able to back it up. If you're going to do support tickets and have people do support tickets, don't do like me. Answer your support tickets. Get to them quick. You know. Even if somebody named James puts in the wrong domain name in his email address that he should know, and then comes and nags at me about support ticket not going through.
But that's the other thing.
Look at your Zoom chat.
What do we have in chat? What do we have in the chat? What do we have in the chat? I need
Zoom chat.
The Zoom chat.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. You need to write a TOS for what? For your games, Brianna? Yeah. Have fun.
You're muted, Brianna.
There are websites you can go to. I'll try to find one. There are websites that you can go in and just select checkboxes. You answer the questions, and it'll create a generic terms of service based on what you're doing. Because software is not the same thing as website use. But if you're web-based games, it's not as bad as a game that is downloaded and put in your computer, because then you got to do the whole terms of service that if you download the software and the software corrupts the computer, and then if that computer then is used to regulate the person's heart rate, you know, there's a whole disclaimer there. You know, so if it's web-based, it's a little bit different. But yeah, there's websites that will help you with writing a TOS. And it is important to do.
Yeah. But I want to know, did you see that I said that on Skype, I told you that an extension in Game Maker,
right? That
lets you send high scores to the server. You don't have to learn Java for it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at it and see if you can spit out a score and it asks you where the web address is for the to send it to. Yeah, then I can give you what I call an API access, and then you send that data there. My system will then pick it up and continue. But we'll talk about it later on. We're at an hour and 15 minutes here, and I think John wants to say the closing words, right?
Here's John.
Hi.
Here's Johnny.
Thank you, ladies
Can't
and
use
gentlemen.
Johnny.
What up?
No, Johnny Carson. You can't use that.
Why, is that racist?
No, it's copyright.
It's copyright.
Copyright. Well,
Yeah.
apparently building a community one member at a time is copyright too. That's part of RBC.
Anyway,
At any rate,
there's John.
thank you once again for joining the.
But I've heard a lot. But there's another thing that uses it. Some horror movie.
Okay, hold on. Let John do his thing, because John does want to get going. Go ahead, John.
Okay, I'm going to attempt this again.
Take two. Well, if you're not going to.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for once again joining the Mardox Daily Live Chat, coming to you Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 Pacific, and 9 p.m. Berlin time in Germany, meaning one broadcast at those different time zones. If you are watching us via YouTube, please remember to do 3 very important things: subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. Commenting is very important. And if you are watching us via Twitch, please remember to do 2 things, and is follow and subscribe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Follow and subscribe.
Subscribe. It does cost money. It does cost money.
Thanks a lot. It costs money. Thanks a lot for joining us. And yeah, we'd like to hear from you. So write your comments. Send your comments.
I don't really like hearing from people, seriously, because all it does is makes my phone ring all the time. And it's like, oh, not again. Say bye, guys, so I can find the button.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, where's the button?